Hey everybody, this is Fred from Creator and you're watching CMS TV.
From the Revenge release, that is Kiss with Unholy featuring Gene Simmons on lead vocal. And Chris, as you know, we've got fans who are hyper vigilant when it goes on to people paying attention to Eddie Trunk.
Yes, we do.
And we got actually a couple of emails this week, both from Ozzy Ace from Australia, who isn't even a U.S. citizen, as well as Patrick DeLeese from Philadelphia. I believe he's from Philly.
And they're following your good friend Eddie Trunk?
They are. And
okay.
both of them, both Ozzy Ace and Patrick, have submitted emails for the exact same thing.
Okay.
Apparently, Eddie Trunk on his show, and I don't listen to Eddie Trunk because I don't have satellite radio.
Okay.
But his comments and his clips always end up on YouTube. They upload them to YouTube after they've aired.
Okay.
And apparently both Patrick and Ozzy Ace have picked up on something that Eddie did this week where Kiss is regarded. And as you know, Eddie is a staunch Kiss supporter.
Sure.
Even though Paul Stanley avoids Eddie like the plague.
Right.
And Eddie was one of the biggest proponents of Kiss getting into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He, carried that torch for years.
Right.
But now, for whatever reason, because he's been critical of the current lineup using the makeup of Ace and Peter Criss, I guess they've kind of distanced themselves from Eddie Trunk.
Right.
And they really won't have anything to do with it. I have not listened to this. This was aired yesterday.
Okay.
Where Eddie loses his mind on a recent Gene Simmons interview.
Okay.
So we're gonna. This is only like 3 minutes long.
All right. You're not feeling bad about playing this now with your newfound friendship?
Well, again, here's the thing. This is all on you. You have made this out that I personally have something against Eddie. And I really don't. I mean, I've made my accounts or reported my personal accounts with Eddie, good or bad.
Right.
And I honestly, I really don't have anything against Eddie. I really don't. It's just I've encountered the guy. I've reported, I believe, honestly, my encounters with him. And I don't really have a feeling about him one way or the other. I really don't.
Okay.
But because the fans really enjoy that controversy thing,
right,
you've helped shepherd that into like I have something personal against Eddie Trunk, and I don't.
And meanwhile, the one that has gone up against him is me. I'm the one that had the Twitter war with him a couple months ago.
You did. And the thing is Eddie Trunk is really, he really doesn't affect me one way or the other. When I did see him 2 weeks ago, it was a pleasant exchange. It really was.
Sure.
And I had really no feeling about that one way or the other, but I was actually surprised when he came over and was just very cordial.
Yeah.
And that he approached me first.
Did you get the opinion that he's aware of the classic metal show now?
I'm sure that he is. I can't imagine him not being aware.
Okay.
But he did not vocalize that to me. He did not say, hey, I know what you guys are doing, or, nothing like that. But for him to come over to me as soon as he saw me and come over and say hello and shake my hand and everything. I was just like, wow, holy shit.
Right.
That's crazy. But he did. And that's the fact.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, Patrick DeLeese, Ozzy Ace, both submitted the exact same email to the Classic Metal Show to say Eddie lost his mind over a recent Gene Simmons interview.
Okay.
Have you heard any of this at all?
Completely unaware of this.
I'm unaware of it as well, so we're going to play it for the first time. I don't even know what was being said or whatever, but we understand that Eddie often gets shrill over certain music-related topics, and you and I are not that emotional over this kind of stuff.
Right.
But apparently this was enough of an impression that both two of our fans submitted it exactly the same day.
Okay, so it must be something.
It must be something, so let's listen to it.
All right.
Simmons has confirmed that there has been some writing going on for a possible new Kiss studio album, but has once again said that he's not that incentivized to release another Kiss album unless there are some major changes in the way that music is consumed. So he was asked in an interview by Michael Cavassini if Kiss is going to record another studio album, and he said, and bear with me because you know how Gene likes to talk, he says, "There's been some writing going on. Not too long ago, I wrote a song called Your Wish Is My Command. It sounds anthemic. It's like something that might have come off Love Gun, maybe. But I'm not incentivized. The idea that you have to work your ass off and then someone with freckles on their face decides they want to download your music and file share, that's not what I work for. How'd you like to be a plumber, come over to somebody's house and work all day, fix their plumbing, and then when it's time to get paid, they say, no, I just wanted to thank you."
All right, here's the solution. Stop. Then don't do it.
Wait. What is...
Well, the thing is that we're at least a decade in, if not more, from the whole file sharing thing.
Yeah.
And this is not unknown practices among the internet crowd.
Sure.
So for Gene to make this kind of comment now, maybe 15 years ago, it would have been relevant.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, okay, we already know what happens to newly released content.
Yeah.
So why make that comment? It's over.
Do people still, I mean, honestly, do people still legally download stuff?
I don't know. Do they?
I'm sure some do, but I can't imagine it's like it used to be. Because it's all free on fucking Spotify. You know, you don't have to download it anymore. All you do is put the fucking Spotify app on your phone.
Right. So are guys like a Gene Simmons dinosaurs to the latest technology, be it Pandora, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, knowing that if they've had a deal, some kind of a deal with a distribution company, that they're going to make some kind of a deal with a outlet like a Spotify and know that their music is going to be put out there?
Well, here's the problem with Kiss. Of all the bands out there, the band that should be putting out their own music in downloadable form and making all the money is Kiss.
I agree.
That's a band does not need distribution at all.
I agree.
They could get a distribution deal, release it on vinyl, maybe release a couple thousand of them on CDs. But they should be doing all of their own music on their website. They don't need iTunes, they don't need nothing. I'm sure they can afford a webmaster good enough to put up a good store with digital downloads. And I'm available, guys. But seriously, they would make all their money that way. They would make all the money that they want to, because Kiss fans are way more loyal than regular fans.
And I agree, but once somebody gets that digital download, what prevents them from uploading it to some kind of a file share system?
Yeah, but that's my point, is who's doing that anymore?
Well, I don't know. I'm not that adept to what's going on out there in the file share world.
I don't think there is. I'm not going to say it doesn't exist. Of course it exists. But it's 1/10 of what it used to be. I mean, it really is a much, much smaller thing than it used to be 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Okay.
Hey, metalheads! Tired of waiting for new episodes? Crave the real, raw, classic metal show? For just $4.99 a month, you can become a CMS VIP. You get every episode a full week early, completely uncensored, and 100% commercial-free. It's the only place to interact directly with the show, plus you score the Fast Pass, so your song requests get bumped straight to the head of the line on every live version. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe right now at classicmetalshow.locals.com and become a CMS VIP today.
So, because everybody goes to Spotify, Pandora, Rhapsody, Google Play, whatever, and you can you don't have to pay for the shit anymore. Or even if you do, if you want all the features or whatever, it's $10 I recently switched from Spotify to Google Play.
Okay.
Just because they have more music.
All right.
And fuck, everything is there. The new, the stuff that I wanted was out there the day that it came out. The new Junkyard, the new Rhino Bucket, the new Warrant, the new, the most recent stuff that's come out, the new Metal Church. Everything that comes out is there the day that it's supposed to be there. And it's $10 a month. Why? I don't need to bother with downloading shit anymore. I just don't need it. And I got to think that, me, who's a much more hardcore listener than other people, who actually digs deep, the casual fan, they'll have more than enough for their $10. And it's, that's not even the cost of one disc. If you buy one disc a month, then you have Spotify or Google Play or whatever now.
True.
There's not people are not sitting around downloading albums anymore and hoping they don't get caught. There's no need. There's just no need for it anymore.
All right. Well, Gene obviously is making a point that maybe is 10 years too late.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
All right. Here we go.
More.
Oh, don't do it! I mean, I'm sick of. You got to be kidding me with Gene. I mean, enough with all this shit. Rock is dead. It's not dead. I'm making new records. I'm not making new records. Don't do it then. Go and play rock and roll all night. Paul Stanley cannot sing anymore. Everybody knows it. They've been talking about it. But they're the first to always say, well, when you can't cut it anymore, it's time to go. Jesus, just stop then. Every day it's a different story. I'm doing something. I'm not doing something. Rock is dead. Rock is not dead. I'm not putting out records. What's the point of new music? I'm making new music. It's insane already.
Take it easy, dude.
He's way too involved.
Yeah, relax, dude.
Does it really mean that much to you, Eddie?
It must. I do like that he called out Paul Stanley for not being able to sing anymore.
Yeah,
though.
wow. I think, a couple of years ago, he would have never made a statement like that. But since Kiss turned around and basically shit on him, what's he got to lose now?
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he's got nothing to lose.
And good on him. I say go for it, Eddie. I say get even more passionate. Bang on the desk a little.
Sure.
God damn it! He's gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. God damn it! It's affecting me.
It's got to do the rev tactics. So you got to sit there and just pontificate and start tapping on the desk.
Yeah.
Then you got to breathe heavy. There you go.
Gene Simmons. He's gonna make music. He's not gonna make music. Rock is dead. What the fuck is wrong with that guy? Paul can't even sing anymore.
Fair enough.
Take it easy. Take it easy, Ed.
All right.
Well, Kiss invented rock and roll. It was back in the prehistoric.
God, I'm the biggest Kiss fan in the world, but enough. It's like it's mixed message central.
All right, I'm not even going to read
Can you
the
tell
rest.
it's been the end of the long week for me?
Yeah, I'm not even going to read the rest.
Don't, honestly, because we've heard all this stuff 1,000 times. I could finish the sentences before you say them.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, I'll finish off the news with that. And
They put out a new record? Great. We'll talk about it. Great, you got a record. Okay, and when they do put out a new record, every record that came before it, they'll tell you sucked. Because that's the other thing they'll always do. You know, whatever record is the new record then is the best record they ever made, and the thing before it was not that good. You got another book coming out, which he does. This is the best book. The one before it, not so good. I'm a Kiss fan my whole life, but you got to read the tea leaves here. So when they're ready and there's something real to talk about, great. But, I mean, my God, this guy, Rock is dead, this and that. Tell that to Metallica, Rock is dead, as they're getting ready to pull into a stadium in Philadelphia tonight.
Take it easy, Ed.
Yeah, relax, Ed.
Don't blow a gasket.
Hey, you're going to fucking have a heart explosion over Kiss.
Exactly. And your
Jeez,
you got wife and kids who need you, so take it easy.
Yeah, I mean, for God's sakes, Eddie, it's not UFO, for fuck's sake.
Gene Simmons caused my heart attack.
Yeah, no kidding.
My new book. I'll be signing it at the next Rocklahoma.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now that we've gotten that out of our systems, Free for All Friday.
It's been a while since I had my own time here, Alex, as you can see. I've had to behave for 5 days with guests and be respectful in front of them. Now this is Free for All Friday is my day to go crazy too.
Why don't you just do that all the time, Eddie?
Yeah.
Just be real.
Yeah, you don't have to suck the fucking guest dick.
Yeah.
Feel free.
Well, I gotta be respectful.
Uncontrolled noise in the chat room. Dude, your hairline is higher than your intelligence.
Right. So, anyway, couple CMS fans checking in with something that they thought that we should mention on the show.
All right.
There's more Eddie Trunk news.
Oh, really? Good.
Yep. Ozzy Ace also submitted. Caller to Eddie asked if Eat 'Em and Smile and OU812 and Megadeth, Killing Is My Business, and Metallica, Kill 'Em All were all related.
Okay.
Interested in that one?
Yeah, I have no idea how that works, but okay.
All right. Well, Ozzy sent in a clip for that. So we'll see how that all relates.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, it's probably stupid. I don't know. It's a weird observation that I just got a few months ago. You know, Metallica's album Kill 'Em All, and then Megadeth puts their album out after that called Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good. So I guarantee that has to be a riff on when he hated the guys in Metallica for booting him out. So I never.
Well, Kill 'Em All came out, and then Master of Puppets, and then Ride the Lightning came out, right?
Right.
So Dave Mustaine did
no,
not.
No, other way. No, wrong. It was Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, then Master.
Okay, but Dave Mustaine did not form Megadeth with Killing As My Business right after Kill 'Em All.
It was right before that because he was fired from. He formed it immediately after he was fired from Metallica.
But didn't he perform on Master of Puppets at all?
No, not at all.
Was he on Ride the Lightning at all?
No, he's not on any of the records. He's not on any of the Metallica records.
Not even Kill 'Em All.
Nope. He wrote. He has writing credits, but he did not perform on any of them.
Okay, so in relation, when did Kill 'Em All and Killing As My Business come out?
Well, let's see what Killing As My Business is. I know Kill 'Em All was, 81 or 83? Kill 'Em All. Kill 'Em All came out July 25th, 1983.
Okay, 83.
Killing Is My Business. Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good came out June 12th, 95.
95?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking right at it.
Can't be.
It was recorded from December 84 to January 85.
Oh, you said 95. Okay.
Oh, 85.
85. So 2 years later.
Yeah.
When did Ride the Lightning come out?
Let's see. 84, I know that, but the Lightning. Ride the Lightning, July 27th, 84.
Okay. So basically, Killing Is My Business came out a couple of years after Kill 'Em All.
Correct.
And Ride the Lightning was in there in between.
Correct.
Okay. So let's go back to this guy's point. Because I think he's mistaken.
Is my business, and business is good. So I guarantee that has to be a riff on when he hated the guys in Metallica for booting him out. So I never really picked up on that. And the same with Van Halen. You know, David Lee Roth put out Eat 'Em and Smile, and then the next Van Halen album out was, Oh, You Ate One Too?
Well, that's kind of a well-known discussion, isn't it?
I think so with that one.
Because that one was sort of like an intentional thing. And I think that MTV at the time actually covered that.
Right.
Eat 'Em and Smile, and they came out with, Oh, You Ate One Too?
Yep.
So, there we go.
So, it's kind of weird, these two bands that had rivalries. I never really picked up on that.
I never put that together, James.
What? That's kind of old news.
He just stumped the trunk.
Well, you know, the whole Killing Is My Business and you know, the Metallica, I don't know if that's kind of a stretch, but I don't know.
Well, here to try and ease that, it says, I just looked it up, and there's 6 songs on those first 2 records that Mustaine is either credited for or somehow related to writing. Mechanics, Jump in the Fire, Phantom Lord, Metal Militia, Ride the Lightning, and Call to Cthulhu. So he did have some influence on some of the songs on those first 2 records.
Okay, so that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But the whole, you know, Eat 'Em and Smile and Oh, You Ate One Too, that was covered.
Yeah.
You know, that's not new news.
No, that's well, it is to Eddie.
I heard that years ago.
You just stumped the trunk, my friend.
Oh, please.
Reach in the box and grab your CD.
For him to not know that's ridiculous. Because I think if I'm not mistaken, MTV actually covered that extensively at the time.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
I never put that together.
Yeah, I don't know why I did either. I was just going through my CDs one day, and I thought, wait a minute, because these bands, they had, you know, rivalries between each other, and I thought, that's more than a coincidence. It had to have been like that. And I was trying to think of other bands that might have done that, but yeah, Megadeth and Van Halen, I don't know. I thought it was kind of a cool observation.
Wow.
Oh, stop it already.
Yeah, stop sucking your own dick, friend.
That didn't happen. You didn't just come up with that. I knew that a long time ago.
He was looking at his CDs, and he just said, wow, look at that.
Stop it.
They were just sitting next to each other. He said, look, 1, 2.
Please.
Dude, that guy's good.
I heard that decades ago.
Mm-hmm. But that's why you're Neely.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with me. It's just I watched TV at the time. Please.
That's it. I don't know if there's anything behind it. I don't know if there's any, anything beyond coincidence. Is there any other instances you can make that connection?
Hey, are you a musicologist? Do you know something I don't know?
Boy, I could see the producer in the booth going, stretch it out.
Yeah,
stretch it out.
Please enlighten my fans here, because you seem to be a sage. You seem to be the oracle of all things metal.
Ed, stretch out the phone call. We still got 8 minutes to fill.
Right.
With other bands besides those 2?
No, just
wow. Look at Eddie, reaching out to this guy to enlighten the fans about coincidences and strange happenings within the music realm.
Here's my thought, though. If this guy called in with these 2, why wouldn't he have called in with 3 of them if he had 3?
Right.
Why is Ed reaching back? What about you got any more?
All right.
Right?
Too, and
That's ridiculous. We would never do that.
No.
What else have you observed? Have you
know.
looked through the Saxon catalog, and did you decide anything interesting in there at all? How about the UFO? Is there anything between Schenker and UFO by any chance? Did Schenker title anything from the Macaulay Schenker group? Any of his CDs relate to any of the UFO stuff?
You know, Metallica did a cover song called So What? And then Megadeth released an album called So Far, So Good, So What? Coincidence?
I don't know.
It might be.
I
I never
other
thought
stuff,
of that.
from even pop bands or whatever that I like. I went through anyone that broke up or even guitar players that left, and I tried, besides reading venomous things in liner notes, there's really nothing else. But like I said, with the Van Halen thing has to be, because, eat 'em and smile. Oh, you ate one too. And it just has to be that way. And I thought,
Stop it. That's old.
This is quality radio.
Oh, my God. Let's see. When George Lynch left Dokken, he came out with Wicked Sensation. And was there anything in the Dokken catalog that could have reflected that? Not that I'm aware of.
Hey, Neely, would you text me over your credit card number? I got to resubscribe to Sirius. Got to have that now. This is for Eddie to entertain this. This is not new. Ed needs to learn the words. I think your producer's saying you got to go.
Exactly.
but I've never heard an interviewer ask people about that, and I don't know. I don't know how I picked up on that. Or
Damn.
Oh, my God. I don't know how I picked up on that, but Jesus Christ, it hit me like an epiphany.
Yeah. I don't know how I got so smart, Eddie, but goddamn am I.
I had to call you immediately because I thought you should know this.
Eddie, just want to let you know, I'm brilliant.
Wow.
up or whatever, but
yeah, I had no idea. Thank you, James, for the call. And Michael Anthony was here on Wednesday. I could have asked him about that if there was any connection to that.
Ask him?
Oh my God.
How did you not ask him, Ed? You had Michael Anthony right there. Call him up on the line. Producer, get him on the line right now.
Jesus.
I know Michael Anthony. In fact, I spoke to him on Wednesday, so I think we should call him now and find out. Producer, get him on line one immediately. I have to get to the bottom of our brilliant caller's observation.
Yeah, this is the first time, and I'm being honest here.
Yeah.
This is the very first time I've actually felt embarrassed for Eddie. Really. I mean, this is not new. There's no coincidence. There's nothing new here. I think Van Halen, I think Eddie and Alex had actually done an interview where they actually talked about one of the reasons that they named their album OU812.
Right.
Even if it wasn't even Eddie or Alex, I think it was even Sammy Hagar, but I recall seeing something like this like 30 years ago. I mean, to come up with like, oh man, I was looking through my CDs and this just dawned on me, and it's like, holy shit, what a revelation. I'm, and to do a nationally syndicated show and to go, wow, that's absolutely amazing that you picked up on that.
Yeah.
That to me is embarrassing.
Well, I just pulled up quickly a message board, and it dates, it's a Van Halen, vhlinks.com, and I just typed in true origin of OU812, and post number 2 from June 4th of 2001 could be, but I always thought it was in response to Dave's first solo album after leaving Van Halen, Eat 'em and Smile.
Exactly.
That's from 2001.
Yeah.
And this is just a random quick search I did on the fly.
So we're talking 16 years ago that was on a message board.
Yeah.
But it was out there even before that.
Of course.
So this I remember seeing this or hearing this or even watching an interview 20 years ago. And to make this like this is a new revelation because this guy was just looking through his CDs and making some kind of connection, that's ridiculous.
Don't downgrade the Eddie listenership.
I'm not downgrading. It's just, wow.
This guy is intelligent. He stumped the trunk. Give him his prize.
Holy shit.
Please.
All right, here we go.
I don't think so. I think it's kind of coincidence because it's really the only two times you can think of it happening. At least I think it's probably coincidence.
Good work, Ed.
Well, God damn it. Then that's how it is.
Well, if I think it's coincidence,
then it is. Then it is. You're totally off your game there, Pally.
Yeah. Let me just tell you, as metal spokesman, I decree that it is just a coincidence.
Looking for your daily dose of classic metal? Follow the Classic Metal Show on X at x.com/CMSRocks. Get the latest classic metal news, honest opinions, exclusive clips, and full episodes of the Classic Metal Show. Want to interact with the show? This is the place to do it. X is the one mainstream social media platform we actively focus on, making it the best way to connect directly with us. Follow now at x.com/CMSRocks and join the conversation.
I really do feel bad at this point that he actually entertained this guy and was just like, wow, I never thought of that before.
Maybe now that you guys are good buddies, maybe you can give him a little education.
Oh, wow.
You can call him up, give him a lesson. Say, Ed, let's talk about this for a minute.
Exactly. Well, we'll see him at Loudon Lima.
And we might have to bring this up.
I think we will. We will see him at Loudon Lima.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I listened to that segment about the guy making a connection between OU812 and Eat 'em and Smile. That's old news. Why did you entertain this asshole for a while?
Oh, well, my producer was telling me to stretch the segment.
Sure.
I had to hit the post.
Wow. All right, here we go.
Open phones, taking your calls.
Your earlier caller referred to the Eat 'em and Smile and OU812. And I vaguely remember Sammy making a comment about it somewhere that the OU812 title was directly shot across the bow at Roth for Eat 'em and Smile. It might have been in his book or one of his mini videos.
Oh, okay.
So there you go, right there. So a listener calls in and says, hey, I remember seeing Sammy Hagar make that comment.
Right.
Yeah. And I remembered that too. I recall watching that as well.
Yep.
I'm embarrassed about this.
Come on. Give the guy a break. He's got educated listeners.
Which guy should I give a break to?
Ed.
Okay. All right.
He learned something new from his musicologist listener.
I guess. But that guy was dead on right there. I remember seeing or hearing it.
This guy's probably one of those CMS fuckheads. Just fucking with him.
He probably is.
He's just one of those guys just making up a story because he'll end his call with hail and kill. Fuck you, pal.
Yeah. That'll make the air.
So you had read something where that was actually a reaction to that title at one point.
Yeah, I don't know if I read it or saw it in one of Sammy's mini videos that he pops up, but pretty sure, yeah, he can clarify it, but I'm pretty sure it's a shot at Roth over there.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
Yeah.
Where were you, Ed? Thought you were the purveyor of all that's metal.
Well, clearly, he's a Roth guy, so he wasn't paying attention to Van Halen.
Apparently not.
You know, UFO was trying to work out that Sharks album at the same time with Michael Schenker, so he was previously, engaged in something else.
And here's the other thing, and this is not a slam on Ed. This is just technology in general.
Yeah.
Why is it with commercial radio or satellite radio, why do we have better audio for our callers than commercial outlets? That's what I want to know. How come it's not like, I found Sammy Hagar and found it for channel.
Yeah, that I can't answer.
How come our callers are always so much more clear?
And we're not using digital.
We're not doing anything special.
No, I mean you have that little dialer thing, and that's like a regular phone, right?
It is. I got a little codec, but the thing is, our callers are never sound like, I heard me somehow comment, but then only 812 to eat a smile. Like, yeah. I'll never understand that. I'll never understand that.
Yeah.
All right. There's a little more to this.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, there's been plenty of songs that have been shots at artists, even if they've been sort of covert. Thank you, Garrett, for the call. There was, in the Van Halen world, Sammy Hagar did an album called Marching to Mars, and there's a song on that album called Little White Lie. And there was a long time that was thought to be about things that Van Halen were saying in the press at the time about the breakup of Sammy Hagar and Van Halen. Now, I don't.
For the long time, it was believed that, but now it's no longer.
Yeah, it's all better now.
Okay.
Know if that's the case either. There for a long time, there was an assumption that there's a Bruce Dickinson solo song called "Tattooed Millionaire," and many have said that was a shot at Nikki Sixx. So there are those allegations when it comes to songs that have been in rock music for a really long time. When it comes to album title sparring, I guess there is something to it. I never really thought much about it. And I definitely didn't know those two instances until a caller brought it up earlier.
Well, Ed, as somebody that follows Michael Schenker and UFO, I am appalled that you, as the musicologist of all musicologists, can't point to the Michael Schenker solo classic Be Afraid of Scorpions and see the correlation there. Would that not be one?
I would believe.
And that is his band. That's his guy, isn't it? Michael Schenker?
He loves Michael Schenker. He loves UFO.
What is that thing? I think it's called Be Afraid. Be Afraid of Scorpions. Schenker. Where's that at? Well, I'm not finding it. Is it Be Aware? It's something about scorpions. I know that. Be Aware of Scorpions. Yeah, by MSG. Would that not be one?
I would imagine. But that caller did not bring that up, so it's not relevant to this conversation.
Want me to call in this week?
I think you should.
I will call in this week.
Hey, Ed. This is Chris Akin of the Classic Metal Show.
Hail and kill, Ed.
I got to take issue with your, revelation of album titles that take a shot over the bow at their former bands.
Yeah.
Well, I came up with one. I discovered this while looking through my vast number of CDs.
I was just scanning my CDs, and I came up with Be Aware of Scorpions by Michael Schenker Group.
Exactly. Do you think that's a shot towards Scorpions because it's both got scorpions in the title?
And Michael is the brother of Rudy?
Right. Do you think there's any correlation there?
What do you think?
Comment?
What do you think, Ed? Can I reach in the box and get my new CD? Did I stump the trunk too?
Right. Can I have that hot, scantily clad girl offer those CDs, and can I brush her breast with my hand on my way into the box?
Yeah.
And I mean the box of CDs, not her box. Well, there's one more Ed Trunk that Ozzy Ace
All right.
submitted.
Okay.
And just by the way, since Ozzy Ace is such a hardcore,
Sure.
he bought 3 CMS shirts for me this week.
What a good guy.
He is. And he also wanted to offer me extra money.
Extra money.
Extra money to pack him a bottle of Perfect 7.
Are you shitting me?
I am not shitting you.
And shitting would be the loosely used term here.
Yes.
So did you do it?
Well, I don't, I got his email. I haven't acted on it, but he was just like, I will offer you extra money if you would actually send over a bottle of Perfect 7.
All right. I'm going to be reaching out to the Perfect 7 people this week. I know I always say I don't want to turn this into a business, but I think the time has come that we get pictures of people with their Perfect 7 every fucking week.
It is.
Now people want us to be their dealer.
Yeah. He says, we can't get Perfect 7 over here. And since Don Dokken preached its virtues so highly and mentioned that it was mentioned in the Bible,
yeah,
how could I go wrong? Could you send me a canister of Perfect 7? I'll give you extra money for that.
All right.
Everybody wants some Perfect 7.
We've had a lot of people that have fucking sent me emails and stuff that they've bought the Perfect 7.
Right. I take the Perfect 7 every day.
Yeah, I do too.
Love the Perfect 7.
Well, it's got me 40 down.
There you go. All right. Getting back to Eddie Trunk.
All right.
Apparently he comments on a Swedish Vinnie Vincent documentary.
Jesus. Wow, he really didn't have much to talk about on Friday, did he?
Well, it's all Kiss related.
Oh, yeah. Vinnie Vincent, though.
All right. So I did not hear this at all. Caller asked Eddie about Vinnie Vincent documentary.
Okay.
And Eddie discusses what he heard from someone who emailed him.
Okay.
So apparently Eddie is not aware of this either. He's just taking the fans' word for it. So here we go.
I wanted to touch on the recent Vinnie Vincent documentary on YouTube. I don't know if you're aware of it, the Swedish TV documentary.
I am.
I just thought it was fascinating that he was found eventually in the Nashville area, and he's now living as a woman, apparently.
What?
Say that again?
He said he's been discovered as a woman?
All right.
Vinnie Vincent is like Caitlyn Jenner?
It's Veronica Vincent to you.
Oh, okay, let's listen to this again. I backed it up a little bit.
All right.
I thought it was fascinating that he was found eventually in the Nashville area, and he's now living as a woman, apparently. I was wondering if you must have some connections to be able to track him down and get him on the show and just...
Well, I don't, David. I have tried forever to get Vinnie Vincent on this show or on any of my shows. He is the ultimate recluse. I am asked about him on a almost daily basis.
Oh, stop it. You're not asked about Vinnie Vincent on a daily basis, please.
Yes, it is.
Stop it.
Every day.
Nobody cares that much about Vinnie Vincent to where they approach Eddie Trunk and ask him about Vinnie Vincent on a daily basis.
Dude, you clearly aren't following Eddie Trunk.
Apparently I'm not.
Every day. You know, he plays Where's Vinny? You know, he's constantly looking. He probably takes an hour out of his day just to search for Vinnie Vincent. Or now Vicky Vincent, as this guy might be saying.
Vicky Vincent. Okay. On a daily basis?
Every day someone wants to know.
Stop it.
Dude, could you play some Vinnie Vincent tonight, please?
I can. I'm going to play some right after this clip.
Can we have some Lick It Up? Or some Some Vicky Vincent invasion.
I think we should do Vinnie Vincent invasion.
Vicky,
Victoria Vincent.
It's the Vicky Vincent invasion.
Right.
Kiss fans, which, contrary to my rant a few minutes ago, I am one. At least up to the year 2000, I am one, a huge one. But Vinny is reclusive and not doing interviews and won't do interviews. And I've tried. I've spoken a couple years ago. I had an email exchange with someone who said he was his attorney, and they were considering doing an interview at that time, but they never ended up doing it. I will tell you this, David. I did hear from some people via email about that Swedish documentary that it is absolutely not accurate.
Well, wow, what a surprise.
It's a revelation.
He finally came out as a woman.
Everywhere you go, tranny's gonna rock.
Exactly.
And that it actually was not true what was claimed in the documentary, that Vinny has transitioned to a woman and living under a different name. So somebody emailed me this week and said they were in touch with Vinny's attorney, who claimed the entire documentary was false and no substance to it or no truth to the claim whatsoever. And nothing would surprise me one way or the other here.
So what's Eddie trying to say?
Yeah.
That he suspected Vinny of being a transsexual?
Here's my question. In all these days where he's been asked every single day about Vinny and he can't get an answer, what makes him knowledgeable in thinking that anything is possible?
Right.
How does he have this insider information?
Don't know the answer.
I mean, he's on this 15-year mission to find out where Vinny is. Everybody asks him every day.
Because again, when people don't have any communication with media, people make shit up. We see it every day with so many bands. People just make stuff up. So nobody really knows what Vinny's status is in any way, shape, or form, because
not even you, Eddie?
Well, he's still looking. Every day someone does ask him.
Okay.
He's on the case.
Right. He's like McGruff.
What was Leslie Nielsen's character's name? In Naked Gun.
Right.
Lieutenant Drebin. Eddie Drebin.
Back to you, McGruff.
he hasn't spoken, but what David is alluding to is that
if he did speak, it was just like, my name is Victoria Vincent. I'm Victoria Vincent now. Leave me alone. I just want to have the right to my privacy.
Yeah. Eddie, stop calling me. My name's Vicky now.
Tell your friends to stop inquiring about me, even if it's on a daily basis.
Hey, it's me, Vicky Vincent. I play the harp and the skin flute now.
I've joined a new band called Dirty Penny.
Yeah. Me and Marcy Free are doing a duet together.
I no longer play the guitar. I play a rusty trombone.
I've become a chef. I like to toss the salad. Me and Paula Stanley are working on something together.
I'm a Limp Bizkit fan now. I totally relate to chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water.
As Vicky, I'm the new lead vocalist of Anal Cunt.
I'd appreciate if you would just respect my privacy.
Now that I'm Vicky, there's new meaning to lick it up.
Looking for the ultimate home for hard rock and heavy metal 24 hours a day? Then lock into CMS Radio at cmsradio.net. Choose from 2 killer channels. CMS 24/7 features classic episodes from the history of the Classic Metal Show, plus a daily rebroadcast of the latest CMS episode with music every day at noon Eastern. Or crank up CMS Rocks, your non-stop hard rock and metal station, featuring Charlie Kendall's Metal Shop every Monday at 7 a.m., 10 a.m., and 6 p.m. Eastern. Whether you're on your phone, tablet, or computer, the soundtrack to your day is waiting. CMS Radio. Loud, heavy, unfiltered. Tune in now at cmsradio.net.
Apparently, there was a Swedish documentary on YouTube on Kiss, and they focused on trying to find Vinnie Vincent, who, for those that don't know, was the guy who replaced Ace Frehley in the band.
If you didn't know that, where have you been for the last 2 decades?
I've been hanging with Mina Caputo.
Oh, she's shit. I've been giving him makeup tips.
I'm the new guitarist of Life of Agony. It's Mina and Vicky show.
And was a huge part of Kiss.
Red.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
Songwriting department and bringing them back in the early 80s. And this Swedish documentary claimed that Vinnie was living his life now as a woman under a different name. And according to an email I got a couple days ago, because this story came up on this show, Vinnie's attorney shot the whole thing down and said it's absolutely not true. That's not Vinnie, and that is not the case.
So why is Vinnie's attorney Vicky's attorney emailing Eddie Trunk?
Because Eddie's asked every day.
Holy shit.
You know what song I wrote with the band? I had a different thought for Fits Like a Glove.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm ready to move on yet. This is too much fun.
This whole self-congratulatory attitude of people ask me every day about Vinnie Vincent. Who really cares about Vinnie Vincent?
Vicky, call me Vicky.
I mean, who is inquiring to Eddie Trunk about Vicky Vincent every day? Every day? On a daily basis? Really?
Every day.
Every day.
All right. I got to breathe. I'm over here choking, dude. Yeah, I think he might be over-exaggerating just a little.
I would think so.
So again, I would love to give Vinnie an objective platform, a fair platform to come on and tell his story or call in or be on, but guy just doesn't do anything. So things like this happen because people speculate and not really sure what's up.
Well, thanks, Ed. Thanks for summing that up in a very succinct manner.
Yeah. Wow.
Why are so people wrapped up in, what certain artists are doing, especially the ones that dropped off the map 20 years ago?
Beats me. I have no idea. Who cares?
And then what makes Eddie the conduit between the fans and this, so-called artists.
Well, he's the voice of metal.
Is he?
Yes. Just ask him.
Okay.
He'll tell you.
Well, Eddie, I think you have a direct line to Vicky Vincent.
Right.
What's he doing or what's she doing?
What's she doing now?
Yeah.
Massaging her freshly built clitoris.
Right. Is that something you think about a lot? You have to ask about that. Holy shit, what happened to Vicky Vincent anyway?
Yeah. Where is Vicky Vincent?
Yeah. I know you would know, Eddie.
Yeah. She's trying out for Unruly Child.
Right.
Obviously.
Wow. Okay.
It's quite a story.
I would guess. All right. Let's take a short break.
All right.
Let's play some Vicky Vincent Invasion.
All right.
From their All Systems Go release.
Okay.
Let's play some Love Kills.
All right. All right. Good.
All right. Here it is. It's Vicky Vincent exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.